We've come back now for the next part of my Jeopardy Every Day in October series, and I'm out front with $4,800. I'm doing the PS3 version again.
Categories for the Double Jeopardy round are: what can Brown do for you? Oscars Wilde. Historic names: Under the Sea.
See in quotation marks.
Make no mistake. And math.
Ooh.
Player 2. You're in command of the
Under
board
the
as
Sea
we
for
continue.
400.
We're flying past 10,000 feet on our way to this. The altitude will maintain en route 35,000 feet.
I think I had this
Okay,
before.
player 1.
What is cruising?
That's correct. Okay, let's get
Under
back
the
into
Sea
this.
for
Player
800.
1. All right, here with the clue is Sarah.
Ledger lines are for notes that don't fit on the 5-line staff, like this note that can be shown one line below the treble staff or one line above the bass staff.
Yes, player 1.
What is middle C? Under the Sea for 1,200.
The modern Hebrew and Arabic alphabets consist only of this type of letter.
What is a consonant?
Yes, player 1. You got it.
C
Select
for
again.
16.
It's the South American national capital city that fits the category.
What is Caracas?
Let's hear it, player 1.
C for
You
2.
get to pick again, player 1. Found in South Africa in 1905, this 3,106 carat diamond went to Amsterdam for cutting. Player 1.
What is the Cullinan? I ran that category.
Player 1, back to you.
Math for 400.
The minuend is the first number in this simple operation. Player 1.
What is addition?
Nope. Anyone else? Yes, player 3.
Division? That narrows it down.
Anyone else want to hazard a guess on this? Player 2.
Subtraction.
Right. A lot of clues, a lot of categories.
Math
Player
for 800.
2. Make us no arguing with Euclid's fourth postulate. All right angles are this, meaning of equal measure in degrees. Yes, player 1.
What is congruent?
You got it. Where do we begin, player 1?
1,200 for math.
The order of operations is irrelevant according to this property of both addition and multiplication. Yes, player 1.
What is associative property?
You got it. Please pick
Math
again,
for
player
1,600.
1. Newton and Leibniz share credit for developing the fundamental theorem of this branch of mathematics.
What is
Let's hear it, player 1.
calculus?
Please.
2,000 for math.
1. It's the quantity x represents in the logarithmic equation log 10x equals 2.
What is 100?
Let's hear it, player 1. Good. Player 1, back to you.
What can Brown do for you for 400?
He was Britain's Prime Minister from 2007 to 2010. Okay, player 1.
Who was William Brown? No.
Anyone else care to try to come up with a correct response? Here's what we wanted. Gordon Brown.
Oh, Gordon Brown.
Select again.
What can Brown do for you for 800?
On December 2nd, 1859, this militant abolitionist was hanged for treason.
Who is John Brown?
Let's hear it, player 1.
Definitely not Bobby Brown. Bobby Brown is a singer.
Player 1, choose again.
What can Brown do for you for 12?
With his 12,313th rushing yard, he passed Jim Brown on the all-time NFL rushing list in 1984. Let's hear it, player 3.
Walter Payton?
That's
Oh.
a lot of clues, a lot of categories.
What can Brown
player
do for you
3.
for 1600?
The GK in the name of this Father Brown creator stood for Gilbert Keith.
Who is,
Let's hear
G.K.
it, player
Chesterton?
All right, let's
2000
get back into
for
this.
Brown.
Player 1. Harold Brown was this president's Secretary of Defense. Player 3.
Jimmy Carter? Okay.
Okay, let's get back into this. Player 3.
Make no
you
mistake,
the next
400.
selection as in Roman myth, Nenia, whose name means dirge, presided over these ceremonies. Player 1.
What are funerals?
Where do we begin, player 1?
Mistake for 800.
In Egyptian myth, the god Khnum made humans on a potter's wheel, using silt from this river.
I'll try it.
It's player 1.
What is the Nile?
Player 1.
Make no
you pick
mistake,
again, please.
1200.
In a Botticelli painting, Zephyrus, the west wind, is blowing this full-figured newborn to shore.
Don't know this one.
Here's the response we were looking for. Venus.
Oh, Venus.
You again, player 1.
Mistake for 1600. Alright.
Hanson, the first of the daily doubles. And you're in the lead now. How much are you going to wager, player 1?
I hate this category. 800, please.
And the daily double clue. This god of earthquakes called Reab Mon and spent a lot of time in the water.
Who's Poseidon?
You have maintained your lead. Here you go. Player 1. choose
Mistake
again.
for 2000.
In Wagner's Ring Cycle, this Norse god is known as Donner. Yes, player 1?
Who was Odin?
Sorry.
Probably Thor.
Anyone else want to hazard a guess on this? We're talking about Thor.
Yeah.
Player 1. back
Oscar's Wilde for 4.
to you. We liked her. We really liked her when this actress won for Places in the Heart in 1985. Let's hear it, player 1.
Who is Sally Field?
Good. You get to pick again. player
Oscar's
1.
Wilde for 800.
In 1992, proving he could keep up with the younger crowd, he did one-armed push-ups, accepting his City Slickers Oscar.
This one I don't know.
Here's what we were looking for. Jack Palance,
Oh.
player 1.
Oscar's 1200.
He's the SNL guy, and you're not, who opened the 1988 show with, "Good evening, Hollywood phonies." He never hosted again.
It's on the tip of my
Here's
tongue.
the correct response. Chevy Chase.
Oh, Chevy Chase.
Player 1. back to
Historic
you
names
our
for
next
400.
selection. In 1955, Ngo Dinh Diem became the first president of this country that no longer exists. Yes, player 1.
What is South Vietnam?
Oh,
Wow. was right. That was a guess.
Player 1, back
Historic
to you
names
for
for
our
800.
next select. This Apache tried to keep peace with the Palefaces, but after his death, his son joined with the militant Geronimo.
I don't know.
Here's the correct response. Cochise.
Cochise. 1200
You
for
get to pick
historic
again,
names.
Player 1. Yes, sir. The second daily double. You are in first place. Please enter your weight.
1200.
Answer. In 312, emboldened by the sight of a cross in the sky, this man defeated the Emperor Maxentius and seized Rome.
Who was... Attila?
However, you keep your lead.
No.
The correct response is Constantine.
Oh, Constantine. I was thinking Julius Caesar next.
Player 1.
Historic
back to you.
names for 1600.
Margaret Roper, who died in 1544, is said to have been buried with the head of this Utopia author, her father. We're talking about Thomas More.
Oh.
Player
Historic
1,
names for
back to you.
2000.
Vienna's imperial palace is now home to the president. In Mozart's time, it was home to the head of state, this archduchess.
I hear a phone ringing, so hold on, everybody. Hello? Hello? I'm sorry he isn't in at the moment. Sorry guys, I had to take a call. It's from my grandpa, but he's not home.
Here's what we wanted. Maria Theresa.
Okay, Maria Theresa.
Select again.
1600 for Oscars Wilde.
This American Beauty nominee nearly had a pregnant pause at the 2000 show. She was due with her fourth at any moment. Yes, player 1.
Who was Annette Bening? That was a guess.
And the
last
clue
one?
for $2,000. Disney sued the Academy for unflattering use of this character after a 1989 duet with her and Rob Lowe. It's player 1.
Who was... Cinderella?
No.
Oh no.
Anyone else? Player 2.
Sleeping Beauty.
Sorry.
So player 2 will not be around for Final Jeopardy.
Anyone else want to hazard a guess on this?
And
Let's
it
hear it,
narrowed,
player
and it
two.
kind of narrowed down to Snow White.
Hey, you did it. Sorry, player 2. Your score is not on the positive side, so you will not be joining us for Final Jeopardy.
But it's a runaway.
We've got the Final Jeopardy round here for you, and today it features this category.
And it is?
Historic New York City. You need to select your wager. Let's see what it is.
Oh, I went $2 only, but that's okay.
The USA's first Labor Day parade in 1882 went from City Hall to this square just north of 14th Street.
I'm going to say Times Square. I went to go for 2,800, but instead I hit confirm instead.
Let's see your response.
Union Square?
Is that correct?
Oh, it's
response?
Union Square.
You will gain
4,200, that takes her to
your
10,600.
response.
And and my response will lose me $2 only. So I'm down to 17,198, but I could care less. It doesn't really matter. I have this out of reach anyway.
Thank you so much for playing.
So once again, another win on Jeopardy for the PS3 of 17,198. And I'll see you all for my next game of my Jeopardy Every Day in October series. So long, everybody.